Yeah, right here, man. It's quite late right here, man. I need to go to bed. So I think it's minutes to 4 o'clock. Minutes to 4 a.m. Most of the time I wake up around this time, like from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock or stuff like that. You know, then before I go to bed. But there was a video I came across, Apostle Johnson Suleman, when he was speaking about how he was consoled by Bishop Oyedepo. I feel so sad, I feel so bad, you know. I feel sorry for him, at that time because in a situation like that, your heart yearn for people's consolation. I can imagine the type of comments he may have gotten around that time. People can be mean. People can be mean sometimes. At the time when people are supposed to be sorry for you, and you expect them to understand what you are going through emotionally. Some people can turn against you, surprisingly turn against you, and you'll be surprised. Yeah, I listened to his testimony, and believe me, it's quite shocking. When I look at the video, it was like made. It was like 1 year ago. I say, wow, how come I never see the video? When I listened to, he said when after the assassination attempt in his life, then he was scheduled, to go and minister to the United States and to another place in Africa, he mentioned. But he canceled due to the kind of worry he had at the time. He canceled the one for the United States, and but he wasn't able to go to the next one, according to his testimony. Then he was worried, and then he was praying to God and say, because the wife get involved, and was like, she doesn't want him to go. If you go through such a, yes, he was not killed, yeah, but the torture, the torment, the pressure that come from such attack, it's a nightmare, man. When you go through that kind of thing, man, in America right here, man, you're gonna need some rehabilitation. Yeah, in America, man, they will put you in for some, for some counseling and stuff like that before they can even let you go and and satisfy you as worthy to go on the street. Yeah, seriously, because to see such shooting and stuff like that, and you were able to survive it, and again, people were killed around you. It was not a good sight. It was not a good sight at all. I understood, when he was talking about that. He was talking it. He was saying it as a testimony, and we thank God it was a testimony. But at the same time, the weight, of the attack, and the pressure of the blood of people, of the blood of those who was lost, at that time, that can torment a man for a very long time. Honestly, it can torment somebody for a very long time. But here come the story. He said that he was praying. Now, he was praying, and while he was praying, it seemed like he was not getting any answer. I understand. Many a times, I myself, I dream all the time. But a troubled heart, a troubled mind may affect your dream. I'm telling you based on my own gift. A troubled mind can affect your dream. You may wake up. The first thing that hits your mind is what you are troubled about. It's what is worrying you, what is troubling you. And that will snap away the dream from you that you dream already. Now, therefore, in his own case, when he said he was praying and it seemed like God was not answering, God can hardly give you, even if God answer him, he may not even know that God has answered him. All right. Now, that was why God used Oyedepo. God put it in his heart to contact him so that, he will be able to know that God really, really answered that prayer. But God already answered him. That is where I came in. Now, I dream all the time. I see messages and visions about people. And many a times, it's not easy to deliver the message. Many people may say may be asking God, God show me dream, God show me vision, God give me prophecy. I can assure you, only people, only those who doesn't understand the weight that goes with it. It's not that easy to be receiving visions and dreams and the revelation. Listen, do you know that you can be tormented trying to deliver a message that you receive in your dream when it's difficult for you to deliver? You try to get a contact, difficult. And most of all, many ministers today, many preachers today, you can hardly reach them. You will see them in your dream, you will see a vision about them, you will call and get tired calling. I mean, you will call. In those days, there was no phone, no internet, and so. But still, even in this age of internet and cell phones, you can hardly reach a man of God. Do you know that you can have a message concerning a man of God, and you will not be able to reach that man of God, and that man of God will be killed, even if it's something that will save that man of God's life? The way, okay, when Apostle Justin Suleman spoke about Oyedepo trying to reach him, you know, he had to go through a lot of, maybe some of his pastors or whatever in order to be able to reach him. It's not that easy. Yeah, we don't have to make ourselves, completely available, but there has to be a way. Let this be a lesson to every man of God. There has to be a way that people can at least be able to reach you, especially people with a message from the Lord. Because many men of God, Justice Suleman mentioned that kind of thing too. He said, some big men of God doesn't hear anything from God. He mentioned that. I know it was funny he said that because I understand. But the same thing applies to the same men of God who cannot even hear from the Lord. When you hear from the Lord for them, you can hardly reach them either. Then I ask myself sometimes, when we make it difficult for people to reach us, what if God makes it difficult for we to reach God? I know where all of these things came from. All of this trying to stay away from the public, but at the same time you need the public money, at the same time you need the public offering, sometimes you need their tithe and the donation. But the same people that are donating and tithing can hardly reach the person that they are making rich. Yeah, they're making rich. It's not how it's supposed to be. I feel sorry for Suleman when he spoke about it was only Oyedepo that Oyedepo was one person that showed him the type of love he was not expecting. Yeah. In our time of grief, in our time of sorrow, we need consolation, not backbiting or torment and no, from people that are supposed to be consoling us. Not that. All right. Now, when it comes to the situation of reaching men of God, let me use this as an opportunity to deliver a message, because I myself, I receive messages. When I say I see dreams, I see dreams. All right? I dream several times, man. I dream all the time. It's a gift. It's not it's not because I pray. I went to the mountain and pray. No. It's a gift from God. I have the baptism of the Holy Spirit. All right? Now, when he spoke about that, he hit me hard because I know what I go through just to contact people, to tell them the message God has for them. It has come to a point where, I'm being persuaded. Listen, I feel sleepy. I want to go sleep, man. But this message came to me. I believe that I have to deliver the message. There's a big message I have to deliver. So I have to deliver a big message also. Maybe after this video, maybe I may deliver a message today or tomorrow. A message that was revealed to me, which many of you may know, concerning the prophecy William Branham, gave about a woman leader, in the United States. Yeah, that message, the name of the person was given to me, and I'm gonna be delivering that message. All right, and if I delay, If you after this video, maybe I may post this video first. After this video, then I may have to deliver that message. That message may be more like 1 hour 40 something, 1 hour 40 something minutes. But do not make any comment on that message until you finish watching the message. Okay, I will call the name of the person in William Branham's vision, because people are very confused today. Trying to. I posted a video like August, I think August the 2nd, when I mentioned something like it was a short video. I said Kamala Harris is not a woman in William Branham's prophecy. Some people were jumping on it like, oh, what do you mean? There was a purple. Listen to me. Everything was explained. Everything was explained. Will be explained on the video that I'm gonna release. I will call the name of the person, and I will not call the name of the person immediately. You have to listen to the video, to the message, and go deeper into it, and then you will hear the name, and the reason why she is. Don't watch halfway, please. Just watch it fully. All right? Watch it from A to Z. Believe me. I pray that it will be a blessing. All right. For Apostle Johnson Suleman, and I thank God that Oyedepo was able to reach Apostle Johnson Suleman. I thank God that Oyedepo was able to reach him and give him the consolation that his heart was yearning for at that particular time. All right. And let it be a lesson to every one of us. When we survive, when our brothers survive, it doesn't matter who that person is, whether it's from our church or from a different church. When God delivers somebody, there's a reason. Whether the person is a good person or a bad person, there's a reason why God delivers his people. Maybe if somebody is a bad person and God deliver you, that will turn, you will become a good person right away. At least for that around that time, you gotta be a good person. You know what I'm saying? But I urge every man of God. You have secretaries, you have rooms. You have opportunities to have all those phones. Make it available for people who may have special messages for you. Because for you, as a man of God, whoever you are, if you cannot hear from the Lord, there are people God is speaking to concerning you. Some men of God have died without hearing from the Lord that they're going to die or not. But God has already revealed that to some people. Even people who would have prevented them from being killed or being attacked or, somehow, yeah. God must have revealed it to some people. But they will not know. Then when those people call their phone or try to reach them, those people, when they find it difficult, for me, let me use myself for example. I've called some ministries, all right? Some ministries, sometimes. I remember a time there was thank you. It was Ken Ohameze. Ken Ohameze was in Jeremiah's church, and he was asking for prayer. He was in a wheelchair. The way God revealed things to me is this. When I see somebody like in that kind of condition, Ken Ohameze was there. He was asking for prayer. Then when I prayed for Ken Ohameze, the same night, I saw him in my dream. That is how God worked with me. I may pray for you if you are sick, like if you are blind, and I pray for you. I see you in my dream, where you were able to see. I will wake up and I will declare you healed. Yeah. I will see a vision of you seeing. I will say you are healed, and you are healed. If I see you, if you are sick lying on the bed, you cannot, you cannot move, and I see you in my dream or in a vision walking, I'll declare you healed, and you are healed. That's how God walked with me. Yeah, that is how he walked with me. Now, when I saw that one Ken Ohameze, when I pray after praying for him, because he was asking for prayer while he was in Jeremiah's church. When he asked for that prayer, this is what happened. He asked for prayer. Now, after I prayed for him, I saw him in my dream, walking and smoking. I did not understand why he was walking and smoking in that dream. Then I was asking, when I wake up, I was like, does Ken Hameze smoke? Whether he smoke or not, I don't know. But the point was, I saw him in a wheelchair in Jeremiah's church. Now he's walking. I saw him walking and smoking. The same night I prayed for him. Now, that was like 2 years ago or so. Yeah. I tried to reach Jeremiah's church. I couldn't reach anybody. I was calling the phone numbers that I was able to Google. You know what I'm saying? I Googled the phone, the ministry, and they saw some phone numbers to contact them. I called several of those phone numbers. I got one person on the phone. Then it was he said his name. I can't forget his name. He said his name was Victor. Yeah. I spoke to a man. He said his name was Victor. I told him what I saw. I said, listen, when I see something like that, that guy will walk again. Yeah. I told him that Kenan Hameza will walk again. Because it was my own way of revealing things, but I was not able to reach Jeremiah. It's just what it is. I mean, I'm not holding it against anybody, but it's just what it is. That is my own ministry. All right. I see, I deliver the message, but most of the times, some men of God, you can hardly reach them. Then therefore, since I cannot reach them now, all I do right now, I deliver the message with their last name or the first name on, on YouTube. Yeah. If I try, because it's frustrating. Honestly speaking, it's frustrating. Because I'm not a person that dreams just once. No, I dream almost every day. Yeah, I may skip 1, 2, 3, 4 days because of, like I said, some things that make you dream. Then it's not necessary that you bring it in public or something that is within or personal. Then there's nothing to come on YouTube for. But at the same time, some of them you may come on YouTube. But in that particular occasion, I tried to reach the ministry. I couldn't reach the ministry, but I reached. But the person that told me that was Victor. Say his name was Victor. I gave him the message, and I believe it happened as I said. Yeah, because he had to walk. I saw him walking, but the point was he was walking and smoking at the same time. Then therefore, whatever that mean was, I saw him walking. To me. Now there are other ministers. Okay. There was one I delivered about Evelyn Joshua some time ago. Yeah, I spoke about it. I delivered I saw that dream, it was complete vision. I mean, I saw everything clear. All right. It was clear, and the conversation was, I heard everything. I posted that one already. Yeah. Concerning Evelyn Joshua. Yeah, I spoke about it. I mean, those things are the things that sometimes, but something that has to do, some private things, I keep it private. I try to reach the people, and if I cannot reach them, then I will wait for the Holy Spirit to tell me what to do. Sometimes it may take 1 year or 2 years to deliver. Yeah, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Like, it's funny. I remember a vision I saw concerning a brother. I think I delivered the message already. It was just not long ago. I saw that vision. That was 2020. Yeah, when I told a brother that I saw him with a little daughter, that he will have a daughter. He didn't want to have a daughter. Yeah, he canceled it. That brother jumped around and say, I cancel it in Jesus' name. Because he said he had 2 boys, 2 sons, and he doesn't want to have another child. Then when I told him that he was going to have a daughter, he didn't believe me. He canceled it. Then I said, give the phone to your wife. Then I spoke to the wife. The wife was like, if it's the will of God, let the will of God be done. Do you know what happened? This year it happened. Yeah. I saw that vision 2020. 4 years later, it happened. Just like 4 days of Lazarus. Yeah, 4 years later it happened. What does he have? Exactly what I said. A daughter. A girl. Yeah. You don't fight the vision of God. You don't fight with. When God reveals it, is first saith the Lord. All right. For Apostle Johnson Suleman, that was a big lesson. All right. It was a big lesson, that ministers should love one another, no matter what. No matter what. because during the time Apostle Johnson Suleman escaped assassination, what he needed from anybody, it doesn't matter whether you are in his ministry or not, what he needed and what anybody in his position would have needed was consolation, love, not criticism and stuff like. No, that doesn't show. If you're criticizing somebody at that time, it doesn't show that you're a child of God. That's not good. That's not very good. All right. And I thank God that Oyedepo step up and and consoled him. To God be the glory. God bless you all. God bless you. Peace and love. Like I said, I'm gonna release a video. All right, a video of the woman in William Branham's vision, the sixth vision. It was seven visions, but the sixth one was a woman leader, a woman with great influence. All right. I gotta go to bed, man. Let me see if I catch 2 hours sleep. You know what I'm saying? And get up again and catch up. Peace and love.